The affirmative has brought up the Obamacare cost as around $2 trillion and compared it to the about $1 trillion that we have spent on the war. Now, however, the fact that we have spent less on the war than we have in that healthcare is not a reason to stay there. The fact that it's costing less than something else is not a solid reason for us to do something or to keep doing something. If he wants to bring the cost into perspective, then we also have basically that the money, that same money that was used in the war, could be used in many other things. And the New York Times in 2007 made a comparison of the annual cost of Iraq war, and it was actually, just for that year, twice the cost of what universal healthcare would have been for those who do not have it, and 5.7 times higher than universal preschool for half days on 3-year-olds and full days on 4-year-olds, and 33 times higher than cancer research for that annual budget, and 333 times higher than the cost of global immunizations, basic global immunizations. So, yes, we are spending less than the Obamacare would have cost, but that money still could be used for many other things. And as he has said before, the war, another of the reasons for us to stay there is that the war is not going so well. And I would like to see how staying there in a war that's not going so well will make it go well. Just keeping doing something that is not going right, just staying longer is not going to make it right. Also, as well, my partner has mentioned before, there's a lot of corruption in that government, and we do need the support of the government. Without that corruption, the UN and European lawmakers established billions of aid dollars stopped by the graft from reaching ordinary Afghans. And Greg Miller from the Washington Post writes, in the span of several months, U.S.-backed investigative teams have assembled alarming evidence of rampant corruption in Afghanistan and the extent to which it reaches the highest ranks of the nation's government. So it is vital that we get this aid, which we are not getting from the Afghan government and the Afghan people, because the Afghans don't quite trust their own government. And without this support, we would not be gaining any progress. Also, our troops being in Afghan do not contribute to the safety of Afghan. The UN said that the IED attacks, that is the improvised explosive device attacks, have gone 94% up since we got there. And let's see. Well, Karen DeYoung from the Washington Post refers to the Department of Defense report on Afghan and noted how the report said that the number of Afghans rating their security situation as bad is the highest since the nationwide survey began in September 2008. And in that same report, it also says that this downward trend in the sense of security is likely due to the steady increase in the total violence that has increased in the past 9 months.